Hi guys, this is Joe from Divine Digital Agency, coming to you live from currently cloudy Naples, Florida. Haven't seen the sun in a couple weeks, so kind of hoping that changes pretty soon. But basically what I wanted to do in this segment is tackle a question that we get a whole lot from clients, and that is, how do I properly test my mobile application? Now, the way that our process works is following a wireframe and design phase, and following our development will basically give you a test flight version of your application, where you can download the app onto your phone through test flight. There's another article about that if you need a little bit of help with that. But once you've done that, you can actually access the app as if it was on your phone for real, as if you had downloaded it from the App Store. Now, this is your opportunity to go through and make sure that everything looks the way that you're hoping it was going to look. Really, honestly, you're really looking for things to go wrong. At this point, you've already seen our design mockups. You've already seen what the developer is planning to do. Now, this is your opportunity to verify that they did what they said they were going to do. Now, mobile app development is a very, very delicate, very fragile process, and it needs to be crafted with extreme care. So, as a result, when you have multiple lines of code and multiple features that are buried into chunks of code, there are times where two chunks of code may conflict with each other, and that causes bugs, that causes design flaws, etc. So this is your opportunity to kind of take a look through those things and make sure that everything is looking really, really good. You want to make sure that you're as explicit as possible for your developer. You want to make sure that in order to get what you want, you're telling them exactly what you're seeing in the mobile app. A lot of times when you're down in the dirt, when you're deep down in lines and lines of code, you miss super obvious things. Any developer will tell you that. So you really want to make sure that you take the time to go through it on the front end and make sure that everything is looking great for the average user of the app. So I summed this up into three basic points for you, and hopefully this helps you as you're testing apps, whether it's with us, with Divine Digital, or it's with another developer somewhere else. The first thing is be super explicit. Make sure that whatever questions that you have are written down in your feedback form with screenshots if possible. See, when you provide screenshots, it's basically like a map to exactly the issue that you're having. Whereas if you just kind of write down one field isn't working, we're not going to find that very easily. So be super explicit. The second point is, don't assume anything. Make sure that if things aren't quite looking the way that you thought they would, or if there's a feature that you were expecting and it's missing altogether, ask those questions. Don't assume that everything's going to be taken care of, because generally when you're in the beta stage of an app project, you're past all functionality. There may be a hole here and there, but everything should be there. So if something that you believe you were promised is not there, this is the time to say it, because that's our opportunity to fix it. My final point is always respect deadlines. Now, when I say respect deadlines, I'm saying it more to benefit you. For us as the developers, we obviously want to get the project done at your pace. So when we basically give you the beta test, the test flight app, that's us throwing our hands up in the air and saying, okay, now the ball is in your court. We're not going to make a move until you tell us what your feedback is. So the quicker you get the feedback back to us, the quicker we can fix it, the quicker we can take care of things, and the quicker we can get you into the App Store. Hope this was helpful for you. I hope this was a really, a pretty simple guide to how to make sure that you're maximizing testing for your app. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and please make sure you subscribe to us. Go to www.divinedigitalagency.com for more information. Thanks a lot, guys.